So the crew is steadily working through this procedure list to get the doorway open between Dragon and the space station. Hear them talking about the CSACP. Of course, here at NASA, we love our acronyms. The CSACP is basically an enhanced smoke detector. It's sort of a sniffer. It basically just samples the air, samples the atmosphere, makes sure that there's nothing toxic or any sort of smoke in the air. But since they have active fire detection on Dragon, they're not going to need that piece of equipment as they get this hatchway opened. The next step is going to be for the crew to put on some safety goggles and a dust mask. And they will open up the hatch at that point.
Station Houston